What's up, this is Barry with Forever Shark, and today we're installing our A01 adapter kit. And in that kit you'll receive our billet A01 hub, column cover, and a spacer. In this case it's going to be a 5/6 spacer. That means it has a 5-hole and a 6-hole pattern. We get our A01 wire kit, and we get 3 little hex bolts, another wire used for your horn, and these 3 bolts hold everything together. We already removed the OEM wheel, and we're going to put on our aftermarket wheel. And the first thing you want to do is put the hub on, and it's pretty easy. You see we have the little post coming up for the horn wires, and we're just going to slide the hub on over that. And there we go. It's pretty simple. And then you want to take your column cover and put that on the same way. And you notice the 3 holes, we're just going to line those up. And after that, we're going to put it on our spacer the same way. I think the hardest part of the install is just lining up the holes, and that's it. Alright, so you want to line up the 3 holes here, as you can see, and then we'll finish putting this in, and that's basically all there is, putting in this A01 adapter. And that's it. Next we'll hook up the horn. Now in the case that your top center hole isn't lined up, let's say it's, you know, off to the side, all you have to do before you put the shaft nut on, since everything is bolted together, you can lift up the whole adapter. So as you can see, this adapter, if I pulled it up, I don't want to lose my mark, so I'm not going to pick it all the way up. But if I picked it up and just rotated, you know, a couple notches, that's all you need to do to straighten the wheel. Alright, so now we're going to hook up the horn, and in this case we had a wire coming out of the column already, so we spliced the wire with ours just so we have the right connection for the back of the horn. And then what we're going to do is take that red wire that came with your kit, and I know not everyone has the proper connectors, so what you can do is strip the wire, just make a little loop like this so that we can ground it under this hex bolt here. And this end will go on the horn. So I'm going to do that now. We just grounded this wire here under the hex bolt, and this is going to go to the set of prongs closest to the edge of the horn, and this will go to the set of prongs closest to the center of the horn. So this wire is going to come here, and this wire is going to come here. Pretty simple. Now this is the steering wheel we're installing, and the horn button, and the screws for this are not included in the adapter. They come with the steering wheel, actually with the horn. And depending, if you have a 5-hole wheel, you know, you get 5 screws. If you have a 6-hole wheel, you get 6 screws. So, and the easiest way to do this is just run one of these up to hold the steering wheel on. Just makes life a little easier while you hook up the horn. And it's pretty simple. This one will go on here. It's a little snug, but oops, wrong one. You know, you get a good connection. And this one will go here for the ground. And as you can see, it works. And then we're just going to bolt down the horn, and that's it. Okay, before you screw down the steering wheel, make sure all these hex bolts are tight, and make sure the shaft nut is tight. You want to torque this down. We're about 20 pounds, 25 pounds, you should be good. And then Make sure they're all tight. And that's it. AO1 kit. This steering wheel is our 501 BK DWA. It's real mahogany, real rivets. It's a real Forever Sharp logo. And that's it. If your steering column looks similar to this, we'll show you how to align your hub and your column cover so your steering wheel is straight. Okay, everything that's laid out here is what you'll get in the AO1 kit. The wire, the spring, this little plastic sleeve, another wire you can use for a ground, 3 hex bolts, and these bolts are going to hold everything together. Our billet hub, billet spacer, and this spacer is actually the 5/6, and what that means is it has a 5-hole pattern and a 6-hole pattern. So you can see this 1 hole by itself. That's your going to be your top center hole. If you have the 5-hole spacer, you can see obviously there's 5 holes. So, and we have our column cover. How this goes together, a lot of people get confused putting this in their cancel cam. But what you want to do is drop this little black sleeve over this end, so it looks like that, and then you'll take this spring and you'll drop that inside the cancel cam. In this case, you know, we already have a wire in here, so it will sit just like that. Okay, when putting on the hub, this wire coming from the column is what powers your horn, and all you need to do is slide this in here like so. What's TV now? What happened? Okay, you think we're fine, the wire's on, but the mistake a lot of people make is they assume that this slotted hole has to go over the wire. So if we did that, and you lined up your holes, and you put your steering wheel on, your steering wheel would be crooked. So to fix that, what you actually need to do is run this wire across this little channel here. And you can just use a piece of electrical tape to hold this down. So next thing we're going to do is put on the column cover. And our spacer. And we'll line up everything. And once you get one screw in, it gets a little easier to line up the other ones. Get the wire out of the way. And of course you tighten them up. And slap your wheel on, and now you can see, well, this moved a little bit, but you can see the wheel would be straight now.